I'm John Davis, and we're in the field in Marfa, Texas. Hi there. Today I find myself in Marfa. Now usually when I'm in a field like this, I'm following scientists around as they collect their data and do their research. But today, I'm actually following a troupe of artists as they do their research in a theater space. See this building behind me? Inside, Texas Tech researchers and students are participating in a first-time ever experiment that's going to be performed live in front of a studio audience. I'm here today with Dr. Mark Charney, who's the director of Texas Tech School of Theater and Dance. Dr. Charney, thanks for meeting with me.
How are you doing, John? Thanks for having me.
Tell me, what are we doing here in Marfa today?
Marfa's an interesting story, John. I realized Tim Crowley, who's one of our alums, was a really big fan of Texas Tech. I saw the Crowley Theater, which is this beautiful theater space. So we started talking about the theater space and renting the theater space, and he doesn't charge rent. It's sort of his way of giving back. And we came up with a program for 2 weeks that we call the Marfa Intensives. And it's a heavy research program where students are learning all about devised theater. And we all came here 2 weeks ago with the idea that we were going to learn Marfa. And then ultimately, we all have been working to put together moments that will translate into a production, and the text comes later. We have the production tomorrow, and the script is not quite ready.
Oh, wow.
And I think we're going to actually involve you in a segment of this. I've heard you're a very good actor.
I'm going to feel the intensiveness.
You're going to feel the intensiveness from the inside out, and I think the students will really love you, and it'll be very generous.
All right, well, lead the way.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, thanks. Thank you.
John, I'd like to introduce you to Rich Renown.
Hi, Rich. Good to meet you.
In devising, you start without a script. So you start with an idea, a question, a hunch of what a show might be about. So for this project, the town of Marfa itself is our hunch. And then instead of being specialized actors and directors and playwrights, all of the theater artists take off those specialized hats and they just become theater artists who are investigating this question.
So tell me about this roadmap. This looks like the creativity written down. How does this work?
And basically, we're using what's called moment work to create a brand new show. But the first thing we talked about was the credos, so kind of our rules for working together. Then we started talking about our gut hits, so our first impressions of Marfa. Then I started to teach them about the different elements of the stage. So our real research here is for them to learn how to take moments of performance, and then we described those to each other, and then we broke that apart into all the different elements of the stage.
Now, I understand that we also have other nationally known experts in the area who are also participating in the technical side as well as the writing, yeah?
But we absolutely have a bunch of people here working on this production, but I'll tell you about them later. Right now, I need you to get to work because one of our students, an MFA and art student, wrote a brand new moment last night that has a part that I think you'd be perfect for. So we've got 2 days. You better get cracking.
Who am I going to be?
You're going to be playing the rancher that they met and went out to his ranch, and his name's Mike.
All right. Well, I guess I better get to it. Listen, thanks very much for talking with me. We'll see you around.
Yep, this is Popcorn Introductions. Great, let's start with that. That's a beautiful composition, y'all. Thanks for making that.
Restaurants, bars, galleries, museums, hotels, motels, dirt roads, streets.
With nothing to tell you where you are or when you should be there.
Good, everyone hold. Can we bring the entire composition downstage 2 feet?
I hear most of the locals that live there their whole lives. There's supposed to be churches, lots of churches, and places to eat with no sign. How am I going to find out where to eat?
You're the rancher. It's really fun.
Oh, okay.
So we're like a group of tourists and you're showing us the Marfa lights.
Ah, let me get my hat. Hold on.
So the key is we want you guys kind of in the clump, and for John, i.e. Rancher Mike, to be a little set.
I brought everything.
Get ready.
I know. It's going to be subtle, and your eyes have to get used to it.
Everyone, let's get our targets together. So let's do this. Can you see the exit sign?
Yeah.
Let's everyone be looking at the exit sign until Rancher Mike tells us we're pointing the wrong way.
It's going to be subtle, and your eyes have to get used to it. But don't go as far as that blinking light. That's another ranch. Researchers came all the way from Japan for years to figure it out. Walked all over the place and got nothing.
Oh, there it is, over there. It's coming over the hill.
That's a car.
I still don't know if I can say with confidence that I've seen the real Marfa lights.
We're going to start off with popcorn intro, which is again that lesson that we talked about starting very naturalistic and realistic.
So have you given them everything that they're going to see? Not, high theater, great theatricality, first-person director dress.
I really kind of thought that the end Peaches is so funny. I thought that might be a transition out of the darker moment of either Blackwell or the train split.
Is the friends that just been pushed out the same friends from the border?
Okay, guys, now you want to start building to your end.
Yep. We are dismissed. See you at 7:45 in the lobby. Yep. So what we talking about? Company, are we ready? Aaron, for you to enter and for company to set up for Life of Judge. Everybody know what you're doing?
People told me they thought this should go in a white cube gallery.
No one asked how the piece of art feels. The other day a tourist came and said, "Oh, that's just another rectangle."
I'm still not sure if what I'm seeing is... Oh, over there! Oh, it's coming over the hill right there!
That's a car. That's a road that comes down from Presidio, goes into Alpine.
John, we go like this. You had this string going on that car. We had a car.
Yeah, sure.
Makes that hit harder.
Yeah.
We go Alexis from your side of seeing it. Alexis, don't cover them all the way, so come to stage right of the clump. Yep, thanks. So you guys have the, oh, they're looking too far on the wrong way. Brings them back over here. No, this is the perfect spot.
Right.
So it gets us there. So when you say, no, the lights are over there, you're pointing right to the center of the room.
Right.
Great.
Just look right over my shoulder.
I'm just gonna tell people that I saw it.
Wow, that was intense. It's been an intense past 2 days of rehearsal, and we open tomorrow. And I have got so much work I've got to do tonight. But I'm not worried about these kids. They're pretty much ready to go because this is their baby. I just got to get to work. So be sure to tune into our next episode of In the Field. Like what you see? Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, In the Field.